Good morning, good morning. Hope you guys are having a terrific Tuesday. I'm Kelly Frick of kellyfrickconnect, and I am here to be able to lift you, to love you, and to be able to share about how we can transform our health from surviving to thriving in our hope and healing journey, right? So I'm going to be continuing on our 3-week series. Last week we introduced a little bit about the pillars of health, of nutrition, exercise, sleep, stress, and toxins, all that stuff. And I asked some pivotal questions, right? I asked what, with nutrition, what we put in our body, right? We talked about what do we put in our body. Exercise is how we move our bodies. Sleeping is why is it important for our body. Stress is who does it affect? It affects us, right? Toxins, where does it affect our bodies? And then I asked you some questions of what do you think stops you from changing an eating habit that's not supporting your body? What is an exercise that you would love to do every day that's not even feeling like your exercise? I asked you, do you think you receive enough sleep? And what is the number one stress that you have that you know is impacting your life? And then the final question I had asked was, what do you think is the definition of toxins? What does toxin mean to you? So today we're going to talk about nutrition and exercise, all right? And next week we'll talk a little bit more about our sleep, our stress, and toxins, and how that all affects us and all that stuff. So getting the body we want. How many of us struggle with loving the body that we're in? And we need to quit that mental chatter, right? We can get the body that we want naturally with mindful thinking, with mindful, care of it. So let's talk about eating. And remember, food is not moral. So it's not so much about eating right or eating wrong. It's about eating high vibration, eating foods that are going to help your body thrive. Yes, there are foods that are less nutrient for us, right? That have little to no value, little to no nutrition, but it's not necessarily good or bad because it's not moral. It's a matter of how does it make us feel, right? So when we're eating, we want to think about 3 common problems of our diet or of our lifestyle and their solutions. So sometimes it could be as simple as our portion control. Today's world is one that is all about supersizing, right? And again, also when we think about nutrient-dense foods, we fill up better. And we're able to feel that satiation of completeness in our belly when we're eating higher vibration foods. So we're talking whole fruits and vegetables. It is easy to eat too much because it is so readily marketed. So that's part of the problem with portion control is that 1, we're in a world about supersizing. 2, things are so easily accessible and they're not in whole food type of thinking, right? So when we're grabbing whole food, whole fruits, whole vegetables, good or organic and clean, sustainable meats, if you bring in animal-based protein into your diet, then just being mindful of the food that's higher vibration food is going to help us with our portion control and satiation. Then the frequency of our meals. The body is either in digest or a cleanse stage of digestion at all times. So when food is supplied irregularly, it has a hard time regulating its metabolism. So what does that mean? Kelly, there's tons of diets out there, right? There's the keto, there's the fasting, there's eat little meals, there's eat 2 meals, there's eat 3 meals. So no one diet or lifestyle fits all. They all work. The question is, which one works for you? Which one is going to help your body thrive the best? Some people really and truly thrive on a more what's called a sugar burner diet where it's a higher carb and all that stuff, and their body feels really good. They don't have spikes, ups and downs of insulin, but they need to eat a little bit more frequently. It's not because they necessarily get hangry. It's how their body feels and how their body, runs. Some need less carbs because it might affect their insulin, it might affect their brain, it might affect lots of other things, and they need to eat less frequently to make sure that they're not going into a insulin resistant mode. So again, each of us, our bodies are totally different. So it's not a matter of this is the best diet, that's being marketed right now, whatever the marketed vogue, in out there, diet that is out there in the market, right? It is a matter of what is going to help your body thrive. And the underline out of all that, no matter what diet is chosen for any of us, it is proven that fruits and vegetables, full of great nutrients from the earth, right, from our Lord, is amazing for our bodies, for healing and support and all that stuff. So then it brings us to eating what kinds of foods, right? Perfect lead-in, right? After waiting too long to eat, the body sends hunger signals that it is willing to eat anything. So at this time, it is common to overeat nutrient poor foods. So again, being mindful of those cues, those signals, of those hunger signals, but also being mindful, is it true hunger or is it emotional hunger? Is it a true deep gut hunger or is it a anxious or emotional hunger? So being mindful of that, and again, not about eating wrong food or right food, because we don't moralize our food. We don't want to moralize our food. Because I want you to think about this. When you say, oh, I'm going to cheat on this food, or I know this is bad food, but I'm going to eat it anyways, what does that really signal into our brain? It tells us that we are bad because we're eating bad food. We are cheating on our lifestyle or on our diet because we're eating a cheat food. So it creates negative toxins, negative junk in our head. And so we want to eliminate that whole moralizing of food and have a good relationship with our food. So some of the ways that we can support our nutritional needs is, so there are specific oil blends that help balance our blood sugar, that helps with appetite control and suppressant as far as really addressing when we're hungry, when we're truly hungry. Helps lessen inflammation, helps boost absorptions, all right? Then having meal replacement shakes. And I'm not a huge advocate of shakes, but I do believe firmly in never eating on the run or on the go, because what's happening is when we are wolfing down a salad or even a bunch of veggie sticks or fruit slices on the go and not stopping and pausing, our body cannot do both at the same time. It cannot digest and be in what it thinks fight mode, fight or flight, all right? So it's going to choose to address the fight or flight. So therefore, it's not going to digest. So when we're asking our systems to dual, then it's going to always choose the other stuff, and digestion is going to have to be put on the back burner. It's going to have to hold off. So, and that's when we end up having reflux, indigestion, upset, just all sorts of disarray in our system. So if we're having to eat on the go, that's when I am an advocate of meal replacement shakes or juices, different shakes and juices and stuff like that, because it is allowing our body to get the nutrition that it needs without our gut having to do a whole lot of work. Making sure that we're having with these meal replacement shakes that they are balanced nutrients, that they help us with our portion control. There's no fillers, no chemicals, and they can taste good, all right? And if you want to learn more about some recommendations that I have, please, comment below or message me, and I'd love to be able to share with you more about some of my personal choices. that I think are super clean and no fillers, no junk in them. Then balanced supplements. All right, this is super important with our nutrition. Supplements are exactly that. They're supplements. All right, they're to supplement our nutrition, not to replace. But making sure they're super high quality is super important, because when we have a balanced, high quality supplement that actually goes into our system properly, it will help improve our cellular health. It's going to give our body energy. It's going to improve our healing, and it's going to provide nutrients to make sure that we're able to take in those healthy fruits and vegetables. And then the second lifestyle pillar that we're going to address for today is exercise. So 3 common problems of activity and solutions, and the solutions are the problems are improper hydration, improper energy sources, and too much too fast sometimes. All right, so let's address these. So improper hydration. Water is a key component to building our muscles, right? In losing weight, in recovering from workouts, in just making sure that we're thriving. It helps deliver essential nutrients and flush toxins out of our system. When we have improper energy sources, we need to make sure we're remembering to use our energy, our drinks, our nutritional drinks, or our supplementation as support, right? Not to replace our proper rest and nutrition, all right? Because when we do that, when we're trying to replace them, then it's going to lead us to serious physical and mental risks, including heart and sleep disorders and all that stuff. So improper energy sources are something that we need to be mindful about. Too much, too fast, all right? When we're starting a new workout plan, many people jump right in from inactivity to superactivity, and this rapid shift can cause injury, fatigue, burnout, and start us, into this spiraling of not wanting to care for our bodies physically. We tend to get really focused on what the aesthetic desire is rather than the internal work that needs to be taking place. So again, some things that can support us with our exercise as well as with our nutrition are, so lemon helps reset our fat cells, especially first thing in the morning, flushing out our system. It helps with our white blood cells. It helps remove heavy metals, and it helps also calm our nerves. Then the respiratory blend, it opens airways, it's anti-inflammatory, it helps with pain reduction, and it increases oxygen into our system. That's super important when we're exercising. And then the soothing rub, it relieves our joint pain, soothes muscles, heals tissue, and it calms any type of inflammation in the joints, tissues, muscles, all that sort of stuff, all right? So today we addressed our nutrition and we addressed our exercise, how we can be able to work on getting the body that we want naturally so that we can shift our mindset, our mind-body connection, and to truly love the skin that we're in. So that is today. Please comment below, share. I would love to be able to hear what your thoughts are. How is it that you're addressing your nutritional needs? How is it that you're addressing your physical needs and making sure that it's fun, that you're enjoying it? Because remember, this is not a race of, quick, hurry up, let's get to the end. This is a lifestyle of pillars, of building blocks, and we want to build a lifestyle that is sustainable, that you enjoy, that you thrive, and that you see the transformation, that you're able to realize that, oh my goodness, I have been taking these amazing supplements for the last 60, 90 days, and I do see the difference. I do see how I'm feeling more energy. I do see the improved healing. I do see how my nutrients are definitely being absorbed better. Oh my goodness, I've been walking every single morning for 15 minutes. I didn't think it was really doing anything, but I noticed I was able to get up and out of my chair the other day a little bit better than before. So think about all those different things and that's where when we journal, it really helps. When we journal, we're able to reflect on our daily, goals and look back and read and see, there has been improvement. Okay, there has been improvement. So next week, we will address, again, our rest, managing our stress, our toxin load, tie it all in together. And like I shared before, I will be talking to you about a lifestyle healthy habits kit at the end of next week's Facebook Live, so that if you are open to starting this journey with me, if you are open to doing a 15-day challenge or a 30-day challenge, I'll be sharing with you those two different options of getting started with me. All right, you guys have a beautiful and blessed day, and I look forward to sharing with you more soon. All right, take care and God bless.